to make a start on this conversation. I think the jury is still out there on that question. I think in many sectors, there are long established global value chains. And the evidence really, when we analyze many sectors, is that many of these value chains, global value chains, remain intact. Now, there is certainly some diversification and a search that many companies and buyers have for market diversification. And so therefore, for instance, Vietnam is a country which has certainly benefited from the fact that there are several firms who would like to be able to source from multiple countries. Mexico is also another country which has benefited. And at the same time, there are certainly protectionist measures that have been introduced through various pieces of major legislation in all over the world. And that, for instance, in the market for electric vehicles, that is certainly causing some shifts in the US, for instance, in terms of, where, say, batteries are sourced and the incentives for that as well. So overall, we see some signs, but I don't think we can generalize and say that right now we have the evidence to say there's been a major shift in existing global value chains. But I would invite my colleagues to either confirm or contradict me if they wish. So over to you, Sebastian, if you want to add anything. Of hope, and then there's the question of expectation. And I think Ayan said many good things about what we would hope for. I think his report is very clear in terms of what we expect, which the one thing that I would like to highlight is one statistic in the report which shows that per capita incomes in Africa and in particular will be per capita income growth will essentially be close to zero in 2023. And whilst I'm the regional director for East Asia, whilst the colleagues on this call cover East Asia and the globe, that is the one region in the world that I feel that as part of the development community, we need to focus on. We need to focus on that statistic, what that then implies for domestic policies, of course, in countries in Africa, but also global investment trends, and also the relationships between the large geopolitical actors and that continent as well. So that's one thing I would like to provide as a takeaway that the other audience members may want to look at and think through from these long and many interesting sets of data that were presented. Once again, thank you from my behalf as well to you, and look forward to continuing this collaboration with the Center for China and Globalization. Thank you once again.